Hi people, it's Archivist here with yet another top 5 covering one of gaming's most popular genres, the first person shooter. There are so many elements that come together to make a good first person shooter. There's graphics, gunplay, multiplayer and story. While some games tend to specialise in one particular area, others will try to fire on all cylinders. So here are my top 5 first person shooters of 2013. Enjoy.
Number 5.
First on the list comes Metro Last Light, a fairly unique first person shooter that is told from the perspective of a post-nuclear attack Russian survivor. It is the player's job to navigate through the subway system underneath Moscow that has become the last refuge of the Russian population. If you dare to venture above ground, the mutants won't take kindly to your presence. Last Light tells a fascinating story and displays visuals that are considered by many to be unmatched.
Number 4.
Another great looking first person shooter to come out this year is Crysis 3. The Crysis series is synonymous with great graphics, however I personally feel the gameplay to be its strongest point. In Crysis 3 you are a soldier equipped with the nanosuit, a high-tech piece of armour that can give the wearer superhuman abilities. While the suit definitely gives some combat advantages, Crysis 3 sheds a harsh light on the problems it can cause, such as withdrawal and infestation.
Number 3.
Showcasing the graphical capabilities of the PlayStation 4 is Killzone Shadowfall. While I thought the campaign was fairly predictable, it was still a fun experience nonetheless. The true strength of Killzone lies in its multiplayer, where game modes are mixed together into a single match to create a dynamic experience that keeps players on their toes. I also appreciated the changes Guerrilla made to the overall colour tones. Whereas the series has typically favoured very dark colours, Shadowfall is a game that isn't afraid to step into the light.
Number 2.
Battlefield 4 comes in at number 2 on the list. While I really didn't care for the campaign at all, the game more than makes up for it in the multiplayer department. Although the maps are pretty big, the 64 player matches make the battlefield both chaotic and fun. Bringing a skyscraper down is pretty spectacular to behold, at least for the first 10 times or so.
It's number 1.
BioShock Infinite is one of those games that deserved the hype it got. While the graphics were not necessarily photorealistic, the art style as a whole was a visual feast. Everything from your companion Elizabeth to your enemy Songbird brim with imagination, to the point where I was actually left wanting more despite the generous campaign length. The twist at the end is a bit of a mindbender, however unravelling it is all part of the fun. BioShock Infinite is one of those games that will be remembered for years to come as a benchmark for AAA first person shooters. Those are my top 5 first person shooters of 2013. Be sure to let me know what first person shooters you enjoyed most in the comments section. As always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.